Alright, so most of you are aware that I run a digital marketing business called Cody Mitchell Marketing, where I help businesses promote and sell their products or services. Well, I've been in this industry for 6+ years now, and it has allowed me to work from, anywhere really. I've been traveling the world, had the freedom to leave my hometown, pretty much choose my own work hours, and as a byproduct of that, I started getting friends and family asking how I got started in the first place. After all, they did watch me escape my dead-end factory job while never setting foot in a college classroom. They wanted in. So, seeing the interest of this online career and realizing how simple it really was to get into, I knew I had something great here, but I didn't realize how great it was until I actually was working in this field for a couple of years and saw firsthand how desperate the job market is for educated digital marketers. How could a career with one of the highest rated work-life balances in the world be desperate for workers? Well, it's because of two reasons. One, people have no idea this career exists. And two, it's because of our broken education system. Apparently, colleges and universities don't properly teach their students the skills necessary for the actual job itself. They fill their semesters with irrelevant subjects and theories that don't matter, hence making a marketing degree a massive waste of time and money. That means the majority of people still hadn't figured this out yet. And that gave me the idea to create my own educational program, one completely dedicated to getting a job specifically in this field, and one that doesn't drown you in student debt. Then 2 years later, I had it complete. The Digital Marketing Career Launcher. Now anyone that wants a high-paying career with a great work-life balance can do so without surrendering 4+ years of your life and thousands of dollars in student loans. See, I personally believe that the school system shouldn't determine whether you should have a high-paying career or not. So now I have the opportunity to share with you a better alternative to make yourself the best candidate for the tens of thousands of job opportunities that are available literally every day. And after 2 years of recording, editing, and perfecting over 70 videos in this program, I am 100% confident that what is taught in the Career Launcher works. I revealed the exact blueprint on how I was able to land a career in digital marketing, skipping the college education, learning exactly what skills these employers are needing for free, how to beat the classic experience paradox to stand out from all other applicants with self-made experience, and what to do after you inevitably do land that job so you can now upgrade that to the next $80,000 to $100,000 salary range. This way, all you have to do is follow the steps I have in order exactly how I have them placed, and you'll have the fastest path to a career in digital marketing. Disclaimer though, this isn't going to be some walk in the park. You're still going to be the one putting in the work, learning these skills. At the end of the day, I won't be able to take the job interviews for you. It's just going to be you sitting in that chair. So remember, the amount of work you put in will ultimately determine your success. You could learn all these skills in under a week and have a job by the end of the month. Or you could take the full 90 days to learn the skills and have a job further down the road. It's 100% up to you, as it should be. It took me 3 months to land my first job, but I had very little guidance on what to do. So your 90-day challenge should be much smoother and straightforward than mine. So just be aware, it does take some hard work, but the payoff, if done correctly, can be huge. We live in the digital age where having these skills can take you as high as you want to go. Like I said, there are more job opportunities out there than there are qualified people to fill them. The digital marketing market reached a value of nearly $321 billion in 2022 and is expected to double by 2028. So needless to say, the industry will continue to be starving for digital marketers. So if you have these valuable skills to share with the world, you can share a slice of that $300 billion growth. All right, I now want to give you guys a quick overview of the Career Launcher's 90-day challenge. Show you how it works and how I've used it to get myself, my friends, and my students careers in digital marketing. So you can learn what it takes to become a fellow career hacker yourself. Now, inside the Career Launcher, there are 5 main categories that I teach. The first thing that makes the Career Launcher stand out from any other digital marketing course, and what we teach in the first section of this course, is how to learn only what's necessary to landing a job. One of the biggest questions I get is, how do you know what to learn? There is an overwhelming amount of information out there in the world of digital marketing. How are you supposed to know what's worth knowing? The answer to that question is this: 80-20 the learning process. Or in other words, learn only the skills necessary that the majority of these jobs require. If you can do that, it'll drastically speed up the process of getting your foot in the door. After realizing this, the learning the skills became so much easier. So what are these core skill sets you need to learn? Well, here they are. First, you have PPC, which stands for pay-per-click, most commonly used in the search engines like Google. So that's skill set number 1, PPC, also known as Google Ads. The second must-know skill is SMM, which stands for social media marketing, most commonly used for Facebook and Instagram advertising. And finally, the third pillar to the most sought after digital marketing skills is SEO, which stands for search engine optimization. These 3 digital marketing pillars cover 80% of the available digital marketing jobs out there. So then how did I implement this into the Career Launcher? By giving you the 80-20 Digital Marketing Masterclass. Section number 1 is dedicated to giving you a strong foundation in simply the skills necessary to getting you a job. Nothing more, nothing less. I don't want you to fall into the trap of just learning like so many tend to do. You learn the fastest by doing. It's much more effective for me to teach you just what you need to know to get the job, you getting your foot in the door, and then learning the rest of the skills while working the job. Make sense? It's usually then at this point when I get the next big question. Well, how do I even get experience? Because every single job posting, even the entry-level ones, seem to require some sort of experience. It's the classic experience paradox, where jobs require you to have experience, but to get experience you have to have had a job. Now, for most industries, you'd be out of luck. You can't just decide to become a surgeon one day and start cutting people up. Well, I mean you could, but you'd then belong behind bars. See, one of the greatest things about digital marketing is that it just happens to be so perfect that these digital marketing platforms are available to everyone for free. So anyone with a laptop and a Wi-Fi connection can gain experience on their own. And that's what we cover in section number 2. How to beat the experience paradox and stand out from all other applicants by creating self-made experience. We'll cover 5 simple steps, starting with getting yourself Google Ads certified. Google has free educational videos and tests that you need to pass in order to gain a certification. Then creating or finding your first ad account to work on, easily the most daunting task out there, but an absolute must. Managing that said ad account, where you'll learn the most by far, how to articulate that for your resume, because 90% of resumes suck, and then getting real on-the-job experience so you get paid to learn. Complete these 5 steps and you are set for life. This experience paradox guide prepares you for the actual job, something colleges and universities fail to do for their students. This guide takes full advantage of the different ways to gain experience and shows you how to showcase it in the best way possible. And this right here is pretty much the secret sauce to everything, because employers are going to be choosing experience over anything else, 9 times out of 10, and that's including a college degree. Now, of course, there will be some jobs that do actually require a bachelor's degree or 3 to 5 years of experience. But guess what? Those aren't the jobs you're going to be going for. Not at first anyways. You'll be applying for entry-level jobs. The main focus of this section is simply to get your foot in the door. We talk about leveling up your jobs later on in the program. But speaking about applying for jobs, you still need to first get your butt in front of these hiring managers. And how do we do that? With a killer resume and cover letter. And that's what section 3 is all about. See, I was fortunate enough to work with a professional resume writing company. They have a team of professional and certified resume writers that sell resume packages for upwards of $1,000. And they allowed me to share their secrets they use to write the best resumes, cover letters, and great LinkedIn profiles. In fact, I even had the templates created that are 100% tailored to position in digital marketing. So what people are paying big money for is available to you in the Career Launcher. They helped me craft this resume and project builder section to virtually guarantee your success in landing interviews. In this section, we cover what they taught me: how to write your resume, how to write your cover letter, and how to create a great LinkedIn profile. And you may be wondering, why do you need a great LinkedIn profile? Your LinkedIn profile can be used to leverage yourself to landing the job you want. In fact, around 85% of hiring managers say they actually use LinkedIn as a hiring tool to aid them with the decision of hiring someone. What this means is that, let's say you've struck their interest with your resume and they're considering to interview you for the position. They will first do their research on you using LinkedIn by creeping on your profile to discover more about you. If what they found was a poorly made profile or couldn't find you at all, then that might alter their impression of you. And that's what this section of the Career Launcher is dedicated to, making sure you give off the best first impression so you can start getting interviews. But getting the interview, as we both know, is only half the battle. That's when we get to the 4th section. And this is almost like a cheat code in my opinion, and I'll explain why. You'll have everything you need to prepare you for the job. But what about the task of actually going out and getting the job itself? You need a job plan. And that's why I'm giving you my job search masterclass training. This section will get you into the minds of these employers. It's there for you to learn more about the people who will be hiring you, as well as where to look for the best jobs. Like I said, getting the interview is half the battle, and I've been on both ends. I've been hired, and I've also hired others. So by walking you through the process from searching the job listings to the actual interview itself, we get you to be mentally bulletproof so there's no surprises when it comes to getting hired. Imagine going on a date with someone, and you already knew everything that they were interested in, what they were looking for in a partner, and how likely you were to get lucky. You would feel a lot more confident knowing what to expect rather than knowing nothing at all. And that's what the Job Search Masterclass is intended to do. We take a look at everything there is to know and do when searching for and applying for jobs, where to look, how to look, and things to look out for. This is the cherry on top that'll ultimately help you score that first job. All right? Great. Then the final bonus section I'll get to show you is how to level up your job after you ultimately get hired. So, in summary, learn only the skills necessary that the majority of these jobs require, create self-made experience using the 5 simple steps, promote yourself with a killer resume and cover letter, get into the minds of these employers, level up your job. And that is how I've been able to earn a 6-figure career as a digital marketer. Probably not as glamorous as you were expecting. And I know it may seem a little daunting knowing that there is a bit of a time investment involved, but in comparison to most high-paying careers, this is a very low-risk opportunity. Let's even look at it as an investment point of view. What has the better ROI? Option A, you go to school for a 4-year program, and let's say you're one of the lucky ones that finds a job right after you graduate. And let's even say you land an above average salary job for $100,000 a year. This is best case scenario, but it costed you $20,000 a year to get you through schooling. So now you're sitting in $80,000 of debt with a $100,000 salary job. Then option B, you don't go to school. You self-learn and get self-made experience, and let's say it takes you longer than normal, and it takes you about 6 months before you land your first entry-level job. And let's stack it even more against you and say you only got a below average salary for just $50,000 a year. Now in the same 4 years, option A has accumulated $80,000 of debt, while option B has made $150,000 plus the $25,000 for that first half year. So now you have made $175,000 in the same amount of time as option A has lost $80,000, and you now have 3+ years of actual working experience, so you were able to upgrade to the same $100,000 salary position as the college graduate did, if not better. You do the math. So that's the whole goal with the Digital Marketing Career Launcher, to empower as many people as I can with an online career without the need of our broken education system. There you have it. That's a quick look at how the 90-day challenge works. If you want to learn more, you can hop on my free 1-hour training where I'll talk in more depth about what we talked about here in this video. But that's the Career Launcher, a course that hopefully helps hundreds of you start a fulfilling online career in digital marketing. So sign up today. You could be just 90 days away.